All right, so yesterday I told you about Crashius and how I have been fading this man for way too long. This is an impressive guy. His results speak for themselves. I'm unbiased. This is not a sponsored vid. I don't know Crash. He's just got silly returns, and to the point that I've researched, doesn't really miss either. And so this is why I've been obsessed with him over the last 24 hours. I'm trying to get as educated as possible, trying to absorb his knowledge so that we can, one, trade like him, or worst case scenario, two, copy trade him. Have him do all the hard work and hard yards for us, and us just jump in when he jumps in and get some of these stupid results, which I'm going to quickly go through. But we did this yesterday, so we're not going to go too deep into detail. I just wanted to see this guy's track record, so when you hear him speak, that we can actually listen and be like, wow, this guy absolutely knows something that I personally do not. So, Redog, 1.1 mil to 140, over 100x. Bobo, 1.1 to 150, over 100x. Brett, 2 mil to 2 bill. Don't need to say it every time. Conan, 300k to 40 mil. Crody, 280k to 45 mil. Ponky, 7 mil to 390 mil. This guy's track record is phenomenal. And not only is his track record phenomenal, go to his YouTube channel and play the start of any time that he buys one of these. He says, I'm buying this publicly on YouTube so I have proof when it hits $1 billion, for example. And he's buying Brett at a $1.5 million market cap. It's impressive. The conviction and the results. He's turned 15k into, I think, about $14 million at its all-time high on Brett. And he's still really bullish. But he talks about the Infinity Stones. He calls the top meme coins in each layer one the Infinity Stones, the money that all the retail flows to when people get into the market, when markets are hyped, they out earn the layer one. For example, on Base, you've got Brett, or on Ethereum, you've got something like Shiba or Doge. He says there's basically two top ones. We're going to go through this in just a second. But he's called 500x tokens, and there's his first 5 Infinity Stones. And he's looking for his 6. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get ahead of the scandal here. Let me learn, and let me see if I can go find the 6th Infinity Stone. And in that, I came across Jack Blaze on Twitter, who has had the exact same idea. So big shout out to Jack, because in this video, I'm basically just going to go through Jack's hard-earned research. He's put in the hours that I've also started to put in and got some really interesting insights. And he's also had Crash reply to him with some hints on what the 6th Infinity Stone is going to be. So let's go through that together. Also, if you're inside our inner circle, we have what's called a wallet tracker, and you get alerts when big influencers and traders either tweet about or buy new crypto projects. We have added Crashius because the markets are pretty slow at the moment. And if you go into your menu and you click on alerts, you can turn on alerts for Crashius Clay. If he buys the 6th Infinity Stone, you can get a push notification inside your wallet tracker just like this about what he bought. Why have I set that up? I've set that up for me because I want to get the 6th Infinity Stone. So everyone inside the inner circle can also track Crashius. I think it might be the best way to actually uncover that 6th Infinity Stone without having to do all the research ourselves. The link is in the description below for that. And if you're already in the inner circle, turn it on in the settings just like I just showed you then. Cool. So let's get into this. Jack Blaze, big thank you to you. He says, we all know Crashius Clay and his meme coin rankings. We've got call after call for months now, and we have a big one coming up, so I wanted to look into it for myself. Brett is still number 1, and probably still will be the number 1 after the 6th stone. It's the one where he got a silly return, 15k into about $14 million. This is not to take attention from any other coins, this is his opinion, la la la. Here is the thread starting with this tweet. The first couple of things that Jack wants to say is he doesn't think that the 6th stone will be the following tokens. He doesn't think it will be on ETH, Solana, Tron, or Ton. Why? Is because the theory is that you have 1 Infinity Stone, or technically 2, for each chain. And all these chains basically have the top 2 memes solidified. They've got Pepe, Bobo, Ponky, Brett, Bull, Redo, all the past Infinity Stones. So he doesn't think it's going to be a double up. A popular 6th stone theory going around is that it's going to be the Crash token, which is a token named after Crashius Clay, the guy we're actually investigating right here. It's not actually his official token, but it was a fan token sent into the hundreds of millions of dollars of market cap. We don't have to go too deep into this one. The theory here is that it's not the Crash token, even though Crash is grateful that it exists. He's not publicly supporting it or buying into it as far as I know. Down to number 3. Jack says there's another popular 6th stone theory that Crashius Clay has debunked over and over again, but it keeps circulating that people think the token, the 6th Infinity Stone, is going to be called Wolf. But Crash doesn't even seem to entertain this, and he immediately shuts it down every time. So unless this is some insane misdirection, which doesn't really make sense, Crash is probably one of the most direct sort of influencers that I've been researching so far, it's not going to be Wolf. I also personally think, contrary to what people have been saying, that the 6 stone isn't even a current coin, meaning it hasn't been launched yet. I believe it hasn't even come out yet, what he's saying. Now, I also believe that to be true, which doesn't mean, okay, the token's not out yet, click off the video. I think there's some very interesting opportunities coming up for you, but his latest bull on Tron, which is now the second biggest meme thanks to Crashius, you can see it was floating around for only 2 days before, what do you think happened at the start of this candle? This is when he bought it and recommended it to his 73,000 people in Telegram. Absolutely shot up. And now, to his credit, it's been a couple of days in the market recently, and this is holding quite strong at over $100 million market cap. That's his basically theory. You get a meme coin to be the mascot of the actual chain, and you launch it into the atmosphere, and it can actually stay up there in orbit and not come crashing down like meme coins are. And meme coins are normally extremely volatile and come crashing down 80-90% on a really bad day. But all of his memes, this one's Redog and the other one Brett, they are actually holding strong. And he actually makes some very intriguing points. He's changed my philosophy quite a bit. But okay, now we know what the token is not. Let's pretty much try and get into what is the token. Another thing that Jack was looking at, which I'm not sure if it matters or not, but the colors in regards to the meme coins are interesting, because the colors of the infinity stones are certain colors. And you can see the current meme coins, you've got 2 blues, a green, a red, and a yellow. He writes, time after time, Crashius Clay has said that these are the infinity stones of meme coins. I'm not sure how specific he's getting into the whole infinity stones thing, but having 2 blue coins, I think it would be pretty cool if it matched the same color scheme. I don't know if that's just me though. But looking at the color scheme, the only other colors that are missing are orange and purple. Might be a stretch, but it might actually be a thing. And it probably is a stretch in my opinion, but pretty interesting to look at. Now, this is where the thread gets very interesting, so listen up. This is the good stuff right here. This is what you're here for. Now, let's start getting into the meat and potatoes. Mainly the meats are good for us. What blockchain could Crashius Clay's next call possibly be on? Because remember, we know what blockchains it's not going to be on, the ones that are already out. Well, Jack went back into all of his YouTube videos and old tweets and old Telegram messages and found this absolute gem at 6:52 in this video here. I'm going to play it for you.
And TON. So basically we're working our way down the list. What blockchains have had a massive meme coin? Has had, and we work our way down the list. The next blockchains on this list, guys, are Tron, Polygon, and Telegram's network. Now when I look at these, I look at Tron, Polygon, and TON. I think the most likely to have their next big meme coin is going to be Polygon or Telegram. Okay? Now Tron, it's really just used for like global payments, and really what people use Tron for is USDT payments, I feel like, you know? So I also have heard, I believe that Tron is starting like a meme coin fund, or like they're going to very much so encourage meme coin. So anyways, I think these are the 3 blockchains you're looking at next that are going to have a massive meme coin on their chain. And every top chain has a massive meme coin that typically goes to 300 million plus market cap. And that's where Redo comes in.
Awesome. So that's the video. And actually right now you can see this was him making his last call on the Telegram network. Talks about the Telegram network, or the open network, or it's now called the TON. Tron, the TRX, which is where he called his even more recent one, the Tron Bull. And he obviously talks about Polygon, which obviously we'll get into a second. But right now, when he called this Redog meme, look at the market cap, 1.49 mil. This thing got all the way up to 140 mil. And you can see this one wasn't really him pushing it to his group. Maybe he started something down here, but it absolutely exploded well up. So he was right once again in that other Infinity Stone call. So coming back to Jack Blaze, he says, anything interesting? Tron, Matic, TON. The quote from the video, I think that these are the 3 blockchains you're looking at next that are going to have a massive meme coin on their chain. He's already been right about Redog on TON and Bull on TRX, and there's only one missing, which is Matic. On top of that, Polygon has been upgrading their network, which could be possibly leading to something. So he finishes his thread by saying that he thinks that Crash's goal is to have the biggest meme coin on each chain. And a little side note there, the base network doesn't actually have a coin itself because it's all obliging by the US and the SEC's rules. It's not actually going to launch its own coin, and therefore, it's sort of weird, But Brett is almost like the coin that represents the base chain. So it's not even, it has to outperform the layer 1 because there is no layer 1 actual token. So there could be some massive opportunity in there. And I've been doing a little bit more research in that since selling my Brett about a month ago. Might even want to get back in myself. Crashius is changing the way I'm seeing these things because he says that every top chain has a massive meme coin that typically goes to a 300 mil plus market cap. He has it on ETH, Sol, Base, Ton, and now Tron. He's like a captain that has been sailing from chain to chain, conquering each one, and with all his crew helping him spread the message and get the narrative out to as many people as possible. As for what the coin is, he doesn't think it's been released yet. He believes it's going to be on Polygon, and we have to keep our eyes peeled. And now, Crash actually came in and replied to this thread himself. He says, I can say the 6th Infinity Stone is definitely not from Matt Fury or Boys Club. I strongly believe in being top 2, the top 2 memes on every single chain. Once you start working your way to the number 3 in the meta, number 4 in the meta, number 5 in the meta, etc., the further you work your way into the rankings, the more diluted and stupid it becomes. Like, it's funny because this guy has made tens of millions of dollars off meme coins, yet a lot of his tweets are crapping all over meme coins because unless it's the top 1 or 2, the blue chips of that chain, the mascots of that chain, he thinks that it's all a really bad idea, which, I mean, by definition, that's played out to be correct. Number 1 and number 2 always hold value. You have Doge and Shib, you have Pepe and Brett. All I have to say right now, thumbs up. So if you wanted to start your search, which maybe we can do this together, come over to the top Polygon coins inside the Polygon ecosystem, and you could come down and have a look for some potential meme coins in here. Now, nothing really sticks out to me, and it also makes me think, okay, the meme coin probably isn't around yet. Maybe one of us can create the mascot of the Polygon chain. Go and have a look at what the other 5 Infinity Stones have in common. Make a good website, make a good Twitter, have a good long-term focus. No dilution to come, and no big whales at the start. Why can't you make the mascot of the Polygon chain? Why can't you be the creator of the 6th Infinity Stone that we're all going to get really wealthy from? If you do create it, let me know. Send me a message. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.